By now, I think it's pretty obvious that one of my favorite features is the Great Day Live Fast Five. We've had everything from little kids to adults to officials weighing in on 5 questions, and they have varied a little bit. But this morning, Joann Dickson, Great Day Live's multimedia journalist, reporter, Jane of all trades, joining me, and we decided we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to ask each other 5 questions, and you have to answer. You ready for this?
I think so, Angie. The last time that you asked me questions, you went right for some hardcore stuff, but yeah, you get right in there. So let's roll with it. I'm ready.
Okay, I'll start and just let's start with this. What has been your go-to comfort food?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So as soon as that we had to do social distancing, I started craving nacho cheese. Okay. And I'm telling you, I don't normally eat nacho cheese very often, but it's one of my favorite things on the planet. I have eaten more nacho cheese in the last month than I have probably in the last 5 years. And it got to a point where I had to cut it off. I decided, I'm like, okay, no more. It was like a constant queso, all different kinds, all different kinds. So that's been my go-to thing for sure.
I love it. Okay, your turn.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you the same question because I was actually wondering that. What has been your go-to comfort food?
So I am not a big pasta eater. It's just not something that I have. I mean, I just haven't been because it makes me feel sluggish and all of those kinds of things. But I've been working a lot of hours, and Olive, my 4-year-old, loves red roni, as she calls it, which is just simply pasta, marinara sauce, or tomatoes, canned tomatoes. And that has been something that I have actually really, really loved. Speaking of Olive, he goes. This is part of the fun of working from home. And I have to say, I have had pickle juice. Pickle juice has been a big one for me. Olive loves pickles, and
Yes.
I have probably 2 jars right now that have pickle juice in it, and I don't even bother with the glass.
Yes, I love that you're another person that loves pickle juice. And for anyone that likes Bloody Marys, if you pour pickle juice into a Bloody Mary, it's the best thing ever. But I'll drink it straight up. No problems with that.
Okay, what is your go-to either tune, band, or singer? And it can only be one.
Ooh, only one overall or just recently? Is this
Just recently? Is there something that you keep going back to?
Lately, oh gosh, it's so funny. I watched the movie Moulin Rouge again, and I have had nothing but Moulin Rouge songs stuck in my head, which of course are a bunch of other artists. So if I can use a movie soundtrack as my answer, Moulin Rouge. I was walking around singing it, belting it out earlier today. So that's kind of been my go-to thing right there.
I'd like to hear that. For those of you who don't know, Joann actually is a professional singer. I love
so professional.
Your turn.
Okay, so I want to know, if you had 24 hours home alone, completely alone, how would you spend that time?
Ooh. Okay, so if I had 24 hours completely alone, how would I spend the time? One, I would try to sleep in. I would definitely try to sleep in, whatever that would mean. I'd love to go for a walk with the dogs. I would love to do that. I would not get out of my workout clothes. I would read a book, like an actual book. That's something that I have been terrible about, just because I'm reading so many emails and everything's work related. Just read a fun fiction novel that I've been wanting to. And I would not tell anybody. Would not tell anybody that I was home alone, because the second that you do that, it's over.
Yeah, somebody's going to show up, be like, let's hang out. And it's like, well, we can't really right now. So, yes.
I know myself well enough that I bet at some point I would start to pick up that phone or check the email, and then I would go, no.
Yeah, I would just log into Facebook, and there you are, here's my day home alone, in a video montage. Angie, no, cut it off.
No.
Turn it off.
I need to do that. Okay. Well, speaking of that, what are you reading right now?
You know what? I am reading a book by her name is Claire Diamond. I'm gonna pull it up really quick. She has three books that I have actually over and over read. I'll finish one, go to the second one, and it's called Ease, the inside out guide. Hold on, sorry, of getting real at work, and it's all about like it's like hers are all about like getting to the real you, and this is one like dealing with kind of like dealing with people at work and stuff like that, which is seems like a strange time to read that now since we're not like physically with people at work, but actually it's super insightful. It's really good. Her name is Claire Diamond. All her books are amazing and like change kind of the way you see the world and think. Very interesting.
I love that. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so Angie, when you were young, like not that you're not young now, but like a little girl, what did you want to be? What did you want to be when you grew up?
Ooh, that's so easy. I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to be a veterinarian, and I wanted to be the first woman president. I actually had a shirt that said that. And that I finally quickly realized I never wanted to see the inside of animals. So I've always been an animal lover. My husband is in politics. That is all his. I still do write. I don't write enough. I have probably 10 different children's books that are in various stages that I have not finished. And that's something that I thought I would be doing in 2020. That was kind of a goal for me, turning
Yes.
45. I mean, I'm 45 and let's do this. And there's some friends that are illustrators that I'd love to collaborate with. So and those ones didn't
Yes.
come through, but I can tell you this, I did not imagine that this is what my career would turn out to be, and I couldn't be happier with it.
Angie, I gotta say that's kind of crazy because I actually have one completed children's book that I wrote, and I actually in the past have tried to find an illustrator. So if anyone watching this knows, like how to kind of go about that, but I would love to read even partially finished of yours because I started actually during the quarantine. I came up with the idea for a new children's book. So that's it. I never knew that about you. So look at that.
Well, and it's funny because it all started about a dog. My
Yeah.
Zeke, who's no longer living, and Zeke was paralyzed from the waist down. And so he used a wheelchair when we went on walks. He rolled me down the aisle when I got married. Anyway, so we'll have to talk. And by the way, you have a captive audience with Olive. So
Yeah, there you go. Can test out the material.
okay.
Yeah.
My question for you.
Mhm.
5 things, and this had to be super quick hit.
Oh
And
boy.
does not include people. Pets are okay, but 5
Okay.
things that you just can't do without right now.
Number one, it's gonna sound hilarious, is chapstick. And anyone that knows me, like I'm not doing without chapstick. Besides that, my cat Count Dracula, I'll throw him in there. Comfortable clothes, preferably tie-dye if possible. I mean, obviously the basic things like toothpaste and whatnot. Lately, I can't do without the belt of my robe, which at some point I'll do a video to show how I get my hair because I'm stick straight hair, so I kind of need the belt to my robe to wrap my hair and make it curly. I don't know if that's 5. Is that 5?
I think so. I'm not quite sure. Nobody ever. Math was not
Yeah,
my number
me,
one.
me neither. Okay, same question to you. I want to know your 5.
Ooh, okay. 1, earbuds. My earbuds. Number 2, I just having water, a bottle of water around all the time. Yep, I knew that. Or do that about you.
Yeah.
Um, because we're on camera so often, my MAC Studio Fix Perfecting Powder.
Yes.
I'm going to lump all my animals into one, and that includes Wally, Wreck-It Ralph, Dash the cats, Major, Barry, and Yoda the dogs, and Blue Jimmy, our fish. And then, last but not least, these.
Yes.
I haven't had anybody actually write in to say, you're wearing glasses an awful lot. Well, right before all of this, I learned that I actually really need glasses. So I was very grateful the day before things were literally shut down in Indiana. I got my glasses, and they've been a godsend.
I was gonna say it's probably totally changed the way you probably didn't realize that you couldn't even see as well as you thought, and then you put those on, you're like
Oh,
Technicolor, yeah, everything comes alive.
well, the computer screen, because we stare at the computer screen so much, that has been tremendous. Okay, I'm going to say this, and how about this for both of us? Our last
Okay.
question. What is one way, and we keep asking this as so many guests, one way that you have been able to make it work?
I think the most important thing for me has been to find balance between working and not working and actually like shutting that part of my life down when I am having free time. I've been doing a lot of yoga, going for a lot of walks, trying to meditate, read, and just kind of like center myself and stay like present where I am and not be in 50 different directions of everything that I have to do.
I am going to say that it would have to be my husband. And that's the truth. I mean, we could use a little distance. I both agree on that. I mean, we're working like he's behind this wall. That's where his office is in the dining room. I'm in the kitchen and we've got Olive. And if it weren't for him, then I mean, he's been so good with Olive. He likes things like puzzles and board games. Let me look at my face. You can tell how I feel about that stuff. I like to climb the trees and do certain things, but I mean, he's so good at playing with her. And because of our job, this takes up a lot of time where I can't just have Olive other than when she pops in and out. So that has been a major part is that teamwork.
Yeah, I don't even know how someone would do do your job and not have someone else there to help because yeah, it wouldn't. I don't think it would work. I don't know if it'd be rough.
And I do not take that for granted when I see people who have to work. There's, who have been essential workers in medical care profession and have multiple children. So, yeah,
Yes.
kudos,
Yes.
kudos to them. All right, Joann, we did the Great Day Live Fast
Yeah.
5. If you want to do the Great Day Live Fast 5, and normally we are a little faster than that,
Yeah.
email the greatday at whs11.com.